One.
Hey, everybody. We're the Wildcat Counselors here. I'm Miss Mejia.
I'm Miss McFadden and I'm 8th grade.
I'm Miss Richardson. I'm 7th grade.
I'm Mr. McCaffrey, your 6th grade counselor. We are here on the first Friday of our in-person classes to work on, something that counselors are excited about called Fast Forward Friday, career exploration. And if you remember last year, students, for the 7th and 8th graders, we did a lot of Naviance work in that program, and we're going to be right back in there this year. So 6th graders, you got some good stuff to look forward to and a ton of information, and we're going to get into it. But before we do all that, we want to encourage students and teachers to take a minute and kind of maybe not get in a circle, but we want y'all to, discuss and communicate on some topics because we do want to help build community. That's part of our role as counselors, to help build that community. And we talk about it on Wildcat Wellness, and we're going to continue a little bit of that today. So the first thing we're going to do is an opening circle, and we just want to hear from some of you students. I think your teachers would like to hear some of these answers as well. So we're going to read through them. Teachers, please feel free to pause this video after I ask the question. You can pause the video to let students respond or to get answers from them. So it's kind of a video where you're going to have to pause and play throughout. So hopefully you've been getting used to that with the Wildcat Wellness on Tuesdays. So we're going to kind of continue that virtual, lesson trend. So you see right here, number one, we'd like to hear from you students. Is there a difference between a job and a career, and why or why not? So teachers, if you pause, and then we'll keep going down after you ask, or if you just want to do them all, then you can pause at the end. That's fine too. So number two, an interest is something that you want to learn or that you enjoy doing. Name one interest that you have. And name a job that could include your interest. So it might be best to pause now and have that full discussion or have full input from students. And we will continue on. All right. So after the opening circle, we're going to get into Naviance. And this is the student's journey with Naviance. This is a program some 7th and 8th grade already know. 6th grade, this is a big year for you because we're going to be doing some really fun things in this program that prepares you for right now, for high school and for college. You will be using this a lot in middle school and a lot in high school. So as you see here, Naviance starts at Griffin to prepare you for high school and beyond. We're going to play this video, but we're only going to play the first 2.5 minutes because after that, it gets heavy into college prep. So we would encourage 8th grade teachers to go into your email, and this link is in your email, and you can play the full video. It's about 5.5 minutes, but we're about to play the first 2.5 just for everybody because it applies to everybody.
Over the past 10 years, students, families, and educators have experienced a shift in the college application and admissions experience. Transfer rates have increased. The number of students who apply to 10 or more colleges has increased by 100%, and families are questioning the ROI of a 4-year degree. Students, families, and counselors want to make sure that students' college choices result in long-term success and career satisfaction. Take Jessica. She's an 8th grader who is just starting to navigate the college search process. In a few years, Jessica will also need tools to help her with the transcript and application processes. But today, she and her counselor want to better understand more about Jessica's strengths, interests, and career goals heading into high school. She needs a comprehensive self-inventory to gain a firm understanding of herself and the path she's best suited to pursue for long-term success after graduation. As a starting point in middle school, Jessica will need to access all her resources and college search information from a single, easy-to-search place, including information on herself, her courses, career interests, and college exploration results. Using Naviance, Jessica will learn more about herself so that she can connect that information with possible careers and colleges, ultimately with the goal of choosing the right college and the right career path the first time. Starting the self-discovery phase early helps Jessica build a complete profile of information that will help her make well-informed college and career decisions throughout high school. Using a combination of AchieveWorks assessments and Strengths Explorer, she'll learn about her personality type, strengths, and preferences. Throughout middle and early high school, Jessica learns about her unique traits and how those traits inform how she relates to people, approaches problem solving, and other important information about herself. Now, Jessica can connect the strengths and interests to careers that may be a good match. She sees that her personality type, strengths, and interests may be suited for a career in social work or community health.
So as you see, students, Naviance, it's a great program that we get to use because it's going to build this all-encompassing profile of your interest and your goals, and it's going to give you back new information that you can read and study, and it's going to help you plan for the future. So it really is a great program that we're excited to have, and we're excited to use it with you. So each grade, 6th, 7th, 8th, you're going to do something different. We're going to go over it though, but academic planning, career exploration, and self-discovery are some of the big topics. All right, so as you see here, this shows you what all you'll be doing in each grade all the way up and through high school. So in 6th grade, we all started with some individualized learning plans, some non-cognitive skills, and a little bit of college knowledge. It also depends on how much time you have with the programs, whether it's with us, the counselors, or if you go into it on your own, which we do encourage you to explore Naviance, and we're going to get into that in a minute. But also it's going to teach you some of your strengths, which especially in 6th grade, we do either learning styles or an interest inventory for different grades, but also self-discovery. Those are big. That's a big part of it in middle school is the self-discovery, because right now you're starting to have passions and interests and hobbies, and how can you turn the things that you love into a potential career path. It's your choice, as obviously, but these are some of the ways that we're going to be helping you throughout 6th, 7th, 8th, and then you continue on in high school and do even more in Naviance. So it's a really great program that you're going to be using for the next 5, 6, 7 years.
Right. So each year we're going to be doing something totally different. Thank you, Mr. McCaffrey. So every year we're going to have a different activity, and it's going to be different all the way up until high school. So in the 6th grade, we're going to do a really quick survey, so learning style survey. So you're going to find out what type of learner you are. Either you're a tactile learner, a visual learner, or an auditory learner. So you'll find those things out in the 6th grade. In the 7th grade, you're going to up it up just a little bit, where you're going to find out what are your career clusters. And Dr. Richardson is going to talk to you a little bit more about what are career clusters. But you got to find out that information in 7th grade. What are your career clusters? And you're going to find 3 of your favorite careers in Naviance, and you're going to save those 3 careers, and it's going to carry over to 8th grade. 8th grade is a really big year where you're going to learn a lot about yourself. You're going to do the Strength Explorer. You're going to find out about what is dual enrollment. You're going to work on your individual graduation plan. IGP is also called IGP. We're going to talk a lot about what are high school credits? How many credits do you need in order to graduate from high school? What are elective classes? They're a lot like your classes that you have now, which are your specials or your connections classes. We're going to talk a lot about that in detail in 8th grade, but every year we're going to do something different, and it's going to carry over to high school. So this is how you log on to Naviance. So you will be able to access Naviance by just logging onto your computer. And when you go to Cobb County homepage, you're gonna see it says Find It Fast. So you're gonna click, go down where it says Find It Fast, and you see where it's circle, where Naviance is circle. So once you click on Naviance, it's gonna take you to your own homepage, and you're gonna see your name at the top of the page. And then you're gonna see what activities you need to do to be complete for your particular grade. So remember, I told you every grade level, you're gonna have something different to accomplish, right? So you gotta make sure that you only do those activities that you're assigned to for your particular grade level. And we really want you to start exploring the website. So as soon as you can, I want you to go home and try to access Naviance from your computer at home. Okay, guys? So here's some vocabulary terms that Dr. Richardson is gonna go over with you.
Thank you, Ms. McFadden. And hello, students. We're going to give you a career vocabulary. And this is really a great foundation for starting your career exploration when you have a really good understanding of these words. And Ms. Mejia later on has an activity to help you understand these words even more. So career, a career is really, it's a job. It's a job, but it's something that's based on your interest. And it's something that's going to follow you throughout. And the thing is that one of the big differences between a job and a career is a career will afford you opportunities for progression, for advancement, for promotion. That's one of the things when you're starting your career exploration, you want to make sure that it's a career that's going to be here in 10 or 15, 20, 30 years. And it's one that gives you opportunities for advancement. A career cluster is a group. That's what I want you guys to think about it. It's a group of related jobs and they fall under a cluster. For example, if you want to become a doctor, you would fall under the health science cluster. And all those jobs within the health science all are connected or related. A career assessment test, class of 2026, and this is what we're going to be doing this year. A career assessment test is going to, you're going to answer a bunch of questions, and we really want you to be honest on those questions. And the results are going to show you that cluster. So it's a lot easier for you to pick a possible career because you're going to have a cluster and it's a smaller thing to look at because there's so many careers out there. So you're going to take that survey this year. Learning style, that is your preferred way you learn. It is such a great test. It's such a great thing to know. It's based on your senses. So you've got auditory, which is hearing. You have visual, which is sight. And you also have tactile, which is by touch. You need to touch it to make it your own. All right, so we have some other vocabulary that's going to be so helpful during your career exploration. We have themes, and this was really talked about a lot in the video. We each have unique traits and talents and abilities. This test, you guys, it's amazing. And this test that you'll be taking in 8th grade will really help direct you to know the things that you must have in life. Like, for example, one of my themes is helping people, and it's a must-have for me. If I'm not helping somebody, then I'm not happy in my career. So that's something that you'll be doing in 8th grade. Your IGP is also something. And guys, here's the thing about your IGP. It is really based on what your interests are and what you plan to get out. It's an individual graduation plan. And it includes whether or not you want to take honors or AP or which pathway. So let me define pathway. A pathway is a program of study. And guys, there is a really strong connection between your cluster and your pathway. And pathway is just simply a group of classes that you'll be taking in high school. You're going to hear a lot more about it in 8th grade. Dual enrollment, this is an amazing, amazing opportunity. You will take high school courses and you will also take some college level courses. It's something that you'll apply for, and it's something that you'll really strongly look at your junior year, which is your 3rd year of high school. And it can save you a year of college. It can reduce your time because you're doing it while you're in high school. And last but not least, we're going to talk about post-secondary education. This, guys, education, if this is education that follows graduation. So you need to complete high school, and all careers require some type of training or education beyond high school. Okay. And then your career choices. This is why it's so important, because that you know what career you want, because it determines which level of education that you need. So you know, it's like a ladder. So think of it as a ladder, elementary to middle, middle to high. And then after high school is, like I said, it's based on your level of education that you need for your job. Technical school, there's a bachelor. Bachelor is typically a 4-year degree that's at a university. There is graduate degree, some like school counselors, we needed a graduate degree, which takes you about 2 years to complete. There's the master's and then the doctorate. So it depends on what type of job that you want, would be the type of level of education that you need. Very important thing for you to know.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Richardson. All right, so we would love for you to grab a piece of paper right now if you can. So teachers, we're going to take this a little slow. This is where we're actually having our students do their activity. So we want you to think about the future right now, and writing it down is really powerful. A way to organize it, a way to dream a little bit, and a way to motivate yourself. So if you're online, please open up a Word document. And this is where we're going to be writing down our answers to our journal prompts. So every Friday, we're going to be discussing your future, guys. And so we're really taking this very seriously. We want it to be a lot of fun. You're going to be discovering about yourself, which I think discovering about yourself is really a lot of fun, but then connecting it to the future so that it makes sense. Why are we in school? We're in school so that, you know, to learn, right? But how do we connect it to the future? If we don't really know what our career path is, it's hard to get there. And then we're just going to land in any old job. And then a lot of people that are just landed in a job that they got and didn't put a lot of thought into it, they may not be so happy with their choice. So we want you to be happy with your choice. We want you to find something that fits your personality and that you really enjoy and you make a good living, right, guys? Let's be real. We want to be able to make a living and take care of ourselves and our families. Okay, so we got a piece of paper. We got a Word document open. We want you to choose 3 of these to answer. So this might be a place for teachers to pause for a moment, and you can pause the video so that the kids can pick 3 of their questions. I'm going to read them right now, and then maybe you can pause right after that so they can pick their 3 questions and start writing on that. So you're going to choose 3 and you can complete a paragraph on each question. So number 1, who and what has influenced my ideas about my career options? Number 2, what careers might I consider for a parallel plan? So what might be a backup plan, right? Number 3, what impact do I want to make on the world? Number 4, what motivates you and how can that impact your career decision? Number 5, who is someone you know that has a career you admire? Number 6, what job will be obsolete in 100 years? So you can look up the word obsolete, discuss that amongst yourselves. It's a nice word to know. I'm not going to tell you. What new jobs will be available in 100 years? Number 7, write a letter to a hiring manager about why they should hire you. So this is where you should know a lot of cool things about yourself so you can share that with somebody who might potentially hire you. So let's pause it here. Let's have kids figure out what questions they might want to answer. And we'll get back in a moment. Okay, here's another activity for you guys. We'd like you to try to remember what these terms are. They're very important. We're going to be talking about them all the time. Really good for you to connect what they mean and why you need to know them. So we need another piece of paper. Continue on your Word document. So Dr. Richardson went over all of these. It's going to be hard to remember what they all are. So we want you to write these terms down. And so teachers will refer back to the slides that we have sent you with the actual definitions so that students can then match up the definition with the term. So that is it a way just to try to remember, because we're going to be talking about these all the time and it's really important for you to know. So might want to pause right here and go back to those slides. Okay, teachers, we have 2 options for you. We are sending these links as well. So we have 2 amazing videos that we found related to what we want to get the students to understand about their futures and what motivates them. So one video is 8 minutes long. It's from Motivation to Study channel on YouTube. And the other one is 14 minutes long, Secret to Student Success. They're both really great videos. We think that they're very appropriate for all of our grade levels. And if you have time, hopefully today, we can show those to the students. We appreciate your time and appreciate students for listening and patiently going through all this with us. We love you guys to pieces. We wish we could be in the classroom with you and seeing you and making this a little bit more fun. But we're going to be working on Naviance, I think probably every Friday. If not, we're going to be doing something related to career on Fridays. We're connecting who you are to who you want to be. And we know it's all going to be so fun and amazing and just really interesting journey using Naviance and connecting with all of you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Weekend.
Bye.